We're gonna go spend the night on a boat for the first time in about 6 months.
We're so excited. We're gonna give the Corsair 880 a little shakedown. We're gonna sail it over to Martha's Vineyard, which is what, 20 miles from here or so. Spend the night over there and then sail back here tomorrow. We're still in Wareham, Massachusetts on Buzzards Bay right now, so we'll sail through Buzzards Bay, through the Woods Hole area, and then across to Martha's Vineyard.
And then when we get back, we'll load it up on the trailer and drive to Vermont.
But first we gotta get like all the little stuff that we need to spend the night on it. Some food, some water, get the generator on there just in case we wanna take a hot shower, alcohol for the stove so we can cook some food, and then we'll be ready and we'll head off. I think this is gonna be a perfect opportunity to test the boat and see how it is for cruising, like or just staying overnight on it and doing like a little shakedown for that kind of stuff. It's still it's actually really warm for being late fall right now. And
we're soaking up the sun because I don't think it's gonna be here very much longer.
Well, at least the warmth is, and it seems like it's gonna get up into like the mid 60s today, which is amazing for Massachusetts in late November. We're gonna have a really nice breeze. It's gonna be southwest breeze, 15 to 20 knots, and tomorrow will probably be about the same, maybe a little bit windier. I have a feeling we're gonna be flying, but it's gonna be mostly beam reaching, meaning the wind's coming right at our sides. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to beat into it too much. Maybe a tiny bit in the beginning today, and that's about it. Can't wait.
We're loaded.
We got our generator because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And it's not our favorite color generator, but it'll do for when we don't need it.
Billy's being a brat. If he wants hot water, he needs a generator. I like cold showers. He does not.
Teddy, ready to go on a boat ride? Oh yeah. All right, we got our fancy foul weather pants on. You look like a sailor. It's really warm right here in the lee, in the sun, but I think as soon as we get on the water with all the wind and the colder water, it's gonna get a little chilly out. Still a great day for sailing. You excited? You excited? All right, here we go. We gotta raise the mainsail. I think we're gonna just sail off the mooring, not even start the engine. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. That's good, that's good. Perfect. All right. Woo, we're sailing. get a little bit late here in Buzzards Bay, so instead of going all the way to Martha's Vineyard, we're just gonna go in a nice little anchorage called Hadley's Harbor. It's right by Woods Hole. It's a beautiful little spot with free moorings and super protected too. So we'll probably just go spend the night there. It's a little bit closer and we don't have to go through this really nasty cut with a bunch of currents to get over out into Vineyard Sound, I think, and skip all that. Yeah, it just took us longer than I thought to get going, and then we were spending a bunch of time messing with reefing the mainsail and stuff like that. All good now, we're cruising along. We got one reef in the main, doing 10 knots easy before, slowing down a little bit right now. You gotta come off the wind a bit, look. Alright, we're in Hadley's Harbor. The last time we were here was like 4 years ago, I think, on the trawler, our trawler Neverland. And this was all private land around here basically, but they have free moorings up in here. It looks like most of them are probably pulled for the season, but there might be one up here we can pick up. Otherwise, we're gonna have to anchor over here. Look at the birds. So like I was joking around with you guys before, this sports comes with a little generator, there's a little well in here and some ventilation back there, and an AC battery charger and a DC battery charger, and with that we can make some hot water, right? So we can have a nice hot shower. I'm just gonna clean up a bit, get all the lines organized, and then we're gonna have some dinner and just relax. So this boat has a 1-burner alcohol stove, which is what I had on Tula also.
But not like that.
No, not built in, and this is nice. We don't have a funnel, so I'm just gonna have to pour super carefully. Kind of ironic. We're gonna have veggie burgers, but they're gonna be bacon veggie burgers. Why do we do veggie burgers and have bacon? I don't know. We like veggie burgers. We're not vegetarian. And then we just throw them on our buns, and it's time to eat.
Our buns?
Cheers. We'll see you guys in the morning. We're gonna sail back to Wareham. It's gonna be probably a bit windier, but we're not gonna have to beat into it at all. So it's gonna be nice, easy sailing and fast sailing.
You're not gonna invite them to our movie night?
Oh, all right. It is morning here in Hadley Harbor, and we slept great. Did you sleep good?
Yeah.
In our little aft cabin back here. Hey Jet, did you sleep good? Tell them what happened to Jetty last night.
So Billy was in charge of taking her outside to go to the bathroom on the trampoline, and I was finishing my shower, I think, getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden I hear a splash and Billy yelling, "Come here, come here, come here." And then he couldn't get her up and she had fallen in the water and she was so cold.
I think she was more shocked than anything how cold the water was. She just like slipped off the side of the boat. Super calm. She was right there, so I just lifted her up back onto the boat. Let's see what we got going on out here. We're gonna whip up some coffee and breakfast sandwiches and probably just chill out a little bit and then get going on the sail on the way back to Wareham. Sound good? Bon appetit.
Are you gonna let me out?
Come on out. Sarah just has some smoothie juice stuff for breakfast.
Did y'all miss me? So how was your first night?
Good.
We forgot to show you our movie night, but we watched a movie called Warrior. Billy fell asleep. I stayed up.
Which is unusual. Feels good to sleep on a boat again. Be on the water, wake up on the water. I missed it.
So Billy's a person who could eat eggs and bacon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, probably, every single day. I'm not really an egg person. I can have it sometimes. I prefer smoothies, so we didn't bring our blender for this first time, but I just got this at the store. What you doing back there?
All right, engines on. Everything is set, and it's time to go for a sail. Let's go. Let's get out into Buzzards Bay and have a blast out there.
If it looked like I was terrified yesterday, it's because I was. Billy promised we were going to take it a little slower today so I could learn and get used to it before we start going 20 knots.
You ready? Here we go. So like I was telling you guys yesterday, all these houses and islands around here are all private, but this little island right here, I don't know if it's not private or you're just allowed on it, but that's a place where you can go on and walk around called Bull Island. There's like a little dock over there. We were there with Jetty a few years ago and we walked all around. It's a little tiny spot, but that's one of the only places I know around here you can get off the boat and walk around. Everything else is just completely private. Most of the land around here is owned by the Forbes family, and now there's a few hundred, if not 1,000 people who are related, who are able to have access to the islands around here, and I don't know how it all works. I know it's all private, and unless you have permission, you're not allowed on the land. Oh. Have fun?
Now I am. So I told you I was terrified yesterday because we were going so fast, and I had like a total meltdown last night, and Billy asked me why I was scared, and I like didn't know, so I thought about it all night long, and the answer is because I don't know what to do if he falls off. Like, how do I get him? I was having trouble getting the sail down by myself, and then it just like terrifies me that I'm on this boat that's going too fast. I don't know how to save him, and kind of just spiraled from there. Now we're practicing man overboard drills on how to save somebody. And you're being a good teacher. So we have a set of balloons that are our man overboard, and we're trying multiple different ways to go get them.
What are you doing here?
Driving.
Alright, so that's what happens if you don't sheet in on the dock. And if it's windy, that can be really violent and you can potentially break batten. There's our man overboard.
Can you swim from there? Now I'm off. Now I'm gonna get ready to go, so I'm gonna shoot in.
Yeah, hard. You're already good. Now you have to make sure that that line is, when that boom jibes, you got to make sure that line's clutched, because if it's in your hand and not clutched, then it's super windy. That line's gonna rip through your hand. All right, let's drive again. When you're ready.
So we're gonna land now.
Make sure it's clutched. Yeah. All right, jive and sheet out. Quick. Jive again, yeah. So the wind is really a lot lighter than we thought it was going to be for today, or at least it died down from before. But it was a really good opportunity for us to just take it slow and practice and get Sierra comfortable doing all sorts of maneuvers. Even though she knows how to do everything basically on adrenaline, this is a bit of a different boat to both of us. Definitely a little bit quicker, way easier to sail than adrenaline, just because it has a self-tacking jib. Just how everything is set up, you don't have to do anything with the backstays, or there are no backstays, they're just the shrouds. So it was a good day. This boat does have an asymmetric spinnaker and a screecher, and we could fly one or both of those. We're almost back. We just got to get back onto the mooring and get some other stuff done today. So we'll just take it easy. We'll take a win for today for practicing the boat setup how it is, and then we'll add in some screecher and spinnaker stuff next time. Still, it feels slow. Like, how fast are we going though? Like 7 knots? Like 7 knots and no breeze at all. It just feels so slow because we've been going in the teens so easily on this boat.